Hi, thanks for joining us for this prayerful pause, a moment to connect with the Spirit in the middle of a busy, crazy, hectic life. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hi, everybody, and thanks for joining me for this prayerful pause of the pastor. A few minutes to pause and think about something greater than we are, but how we are beloved of that something that is greater. And I am out in the yard today. Just want to share with you some progress and a little point of what I talked about last week, maybe the week before. One of the prayerful pauses recently was about starting with your empty space and what were you going to put in your spiritual life. And I likened it to my yard here, the urban sanctuary, as I refer to it. But we had a second gazebo, screened in porch, the old one from last year, and then that got me thinking about how some of us tend to fill up, we call it filling up the white space on a page. You want to fill every corner with information, and some of us do that with our spiritual lives. We want to have everything finely managed. We want to have meditation we're going to do, and then we're going to move into the next meditation or the next reading or sit in silence, but everything is mapped out and scheduled. And that's kind of like filling up the white space and having 2 gazebos in a city yard. We not only don't need it, but when we have it, there's no room for the Holy Spirit, the Holy Ruach, the Holy breath of God to blow through us. So I want to make sure, and I'm inviting you to make sure, that in my life or in your life, we don't have things so full that that there's no room for God. As a matter of fact, one of my friends said to me about a month or 2 ago that, the more space you have in your life, the more room there is for the Spirit to move. And that really spoke to me. So I pass that on to you, freeing up the space in our spiritual lives, not just, as we were talking about before, starting with a blank slate and putting the things in there that are meaningful, but keeping track to make sure we don't put too much in there or place expectations on us that are too high. I know a young person who doesn't meditate frequently, does meditate on occasion, but doesn't meditate frequently, and said to me the other day, I just need to get my life in order. I just need to get structured. I need to do an hour of meditation every day. And I went, whoa, man, I don't do an hour of meditation even now. I don't have time because I want it to be meaningful. We tend to overreact, some of us, or become hyper diligent. We think more is better, and it isn't always. Sometimes less is more, and less gives the space for God to work. And if we don't try to do everything ourselves, then we turn to God more, and God is able to do more things through us because we're not doing them. If we're doing them, why should God? And let's face it, we know which one of us does it better. It is not I who does it better. So I just put it out there that less is more, and try not to fill up the white space, whether we're talking about your spiritual life or just your life in general. Leave some breathing room. Life's too busy and too important, and it's too to fill up with everything. Okay, that's it for today. I hope that this was meaningful for you, and that throughout the day you can be reflecting on your life. And do I need this? Do I need to do that? Is this a place where I could free up some space in my mind? Maybe not be thinking about everything as much as I do, and just get out and do something instead, or change my thinking so that I'm going for a walk, or change my thinking so that maybe I'm reading a book or watching a movie, a mindless TV show or something. Do something to free up space in your mind and in your spiritual life. Thank you for joining me for this prayerful pause of the pastor, time to think of that we carve out of our busy lives, to think of our relationship with something greater than ourselves. Prayerful Pause is produced by Firebird Spirit. Its content reflects the views of the speaker. It is designed to prompt a connection for the listener with the Spirit and give us all something a little different to think about while we're going about our day. Please leave comments below or contact us through our website. Thanks for listening. See you next time.